My phone had died, so I gotta bring it back to the beginning. First, let me get something to drink. We're gonna get into it. Give me 1 minute. We're gonna get right into this. Get right into this. I started a segment off, and I was talking about. Let me fix my shit. I started a segment off, and I was talking about how a lot of kids are out here fatherless, and I'm gonna give you something from my own personal experience. I was dealing with this woman, and everything was cool, everything was good. I was living down south, and she basically asked me to come back up, live with her. She wanted to try and start whatever she wanted to start, whatever the case, right? So as I'm around and I'm dealing with this woman, she was out here doing all that she could. Nobody knew about nothing that she was doing. I didn't know nothing about her life, you know. She was involved with who she was involved with, but I was dealing with this chick, and she convinced me to come back to deal with her. So I comes back up here. I deals with the woman. And I find out that this woman was all over the place, mind you. She had a lot going on. I'm good. How are you? I'm great. Good looking. This woman had a lot going on, man, and she was just into dealing with a lot of people, and she was feeding me a bullshit story. How she was trying to get her life together, she was doing whatever she was doing, or whatever the case may be, right? The woman, I'm from New York, United States. The woman then kept so many things from me and never told me that she had a cocaine habit. She never told me she was out there all over the place, right? It was a whole facade. See, women have the natural instinct and the natural ability to feed facades. Whole time this chick's feeding me this BS, right? Facts, I am. Whole time this chick's feeding me this BS, right? She got multiple dudes. Multiple. When I say multiple, I mean multiple dudes. Started figuring out that this girl had more men than she had friends. But everything was a story, right? So, I found that out down the road. But right as we speaking into it, me and the chick started dealing with each other. We started sleeping around, whatever. And the potentials of having a kid came into play. But the whole time, she's supposedly pregnant What's up, Erica? The whole time she's supposed to be pregnant, she out here doing drugs and shit. So the whole story she was kicking to me was fabricated from jump. She just wanted to be with somebody, and she thought I was gonna be a sucker and be her fool, and she was gonna be able to keep stories and all that. And I didn't mind if you know you tell the truth about shit. Let somebody be the person that accepts the situation. You know what I mean? Don't play with somebody's mental and then expect them to want to deal with you. Nobody's gonna go down that road with nobody. So the whole time I'm trying to do the righteous thing. We talking about how kids grow up fatherless because games be played, you know? And some guys really be good guys. They really be they be ready and excited to become parents, and it be the woman and her own personal feelings. A lot of women be having kids for business reasons. A lot of women have babies for child support reasons. They con the man into dealing with them, getting in a relationship with them, and try to manipulate the man not to use protection, right? So some people be feeding people a whole lot of stories, and guys be falling for some of these stories these girls be out here putting out, right? And they don't use protection. They end up getting the girl pregnant. The girl don't even want to be with him no more. She just want to be able to take you to court so she can live her life, continue to be who she want to be, do what she want to do, and that be that. You know what I mean? So, from a personal experience, I moved back in with this girl. We started having relations, like maybe like, I wouldn't say the first weekend, because in the first part I said the first weekend. I wouldn't say the first weekend. I say by the third weekend, I'm in the crib, just in the room, like, and I'm wondering why she closed the door and got the door closed and want to keep the door closed, right? So I'm in the room and I just hear a bunch of other dudes' voices in the crib. So I come out, dudes that I know. Dudes that I know that are experienced with the powder and all that. So that automatically threw me off. I got to get up out of here. So I grab my shit and I go to a family member's house. I gets away from the chick. In the process, the chick comes up pregnant. Now, I'm not going to lie, there were situations where we didn't use protection. So it could have possibly been mine. I don't know. So when she starts showing and going through the other situations, she gets into a relationship with another dude, one of the dudes that I know, right? So I ain't tripping. I let her go because I don't press no chicks over no dumb shit. Too many women out here in the world. Can't be pressing no women out here. Fellas, if she want to go, let her go. But don't bring her back if she want to come back after everything ain't fun and games. You know what I'm saying? So homegirl starts dealing with dude. You know, I know dude. I got respect for dude. So I ain't pressing no issues. It ain't no big thing to me anyway. You know what I mean? I'm a handsome dude. I ain't worried about that shit. She's pregnant now. Now, while she's pregnant, my mother always told me to take responsibility in situations and make the first step and initiate everything that needs to be initiated. So I hits her up and I says, yo, what's the word? You know what I mean? She tells me she's pregnant or whatever. I say, yo, is the baby mine? No, it's my boyfriend's, blah, 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 blah. Okay. She went as far as to name the baby after him. Or similar to his name. Once again, not an issue with me because I'm not knowing anything of what's going on and what's happening out here. So I'm not even forcing it. I'm not forcing nobody. I asked my questions, whatever. Was willing to go through the whole blood test thing, everything. You know what I mean? Because I take care of my children. I love my kids. Even the ones that my baby mothers don't let me see down south, they still got me paying for them. So at the end of the day, I do for mine. This particular chick, right, ran through the whole town. No, it ain't yours. Nah, right? right? For 10 years. Something must have happened with her and the dude, right? Because now questions came into play. You try to pin a baby on a dude. You tried to pin a baby on a dude. Now he's skeptical of it, so he goes and he wants to get the blood work done. They go get the blood work done. The baby come out not to be his. I went through this on 2 separate occasions with 2 different chicks. You know, I was in situations with them for periods, for a stretch. So it wasn't no hit and run situation. I was really like fucking with these chicks. And they try to say that, they get pregnant. The baby ain't yours. It's my boyfriend's. It's this, it's that. Okay. Y'all bitches be putting y'all foot in your mouth. Because now both of them bitches done went to court, right? They done went to court, right? And the babies came back to be neither one of the dudes. So now, this is how a lot of y'all females is grimy as fuck, bro. Oh, by the way, go get my book, Heartly Life, sponsoring the show. Heartly Life's my book, great book. I'm telling you, street novel about 4 dudes from the neighborhood. Make sure you go check my magazines out. Got a promotional magazine for all entrepreneurs that's doing anything, independent entrepreneurs. I got beauty magazines. I got independent black women magazines. I got plus size beauty magazines. I create. So, babies don't come back to be the guys. Now here it is, 10 years go by. I think that number is like the magic number. Because both of these chicks waited 10 years after they went through all the trouble of trying to mess up other people's lives and putting babies on people. See, a lot of y'all women don't be knowing what the hell y'all be doing, but y'all know y'all be out there moving fast as a motherfucker. And y'all out there throwing it up so much than a gang member throwing gang signs. Then y'all be in situations where y'all want it to be somebody's baby and it don't be the person's kid. So now y'all try to backtrack in y'all mind after y'all done slept with so many people, right? Y'all just kept sleeping with people, right? After 10 years, they come and tell me, oh, this is your kid. Or say what's up to your daddy. Me, respectfully. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that, because when I asked y'all, y'all told me ain't no way it could be mine. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. So after 10 years of you trying to figure it out, now the kid's old enough to ask who's his father and you don't know, you want to throw him on me. And y'all, you want me to pay for the blood test. What would you do if you was in my shoes? Drop the comments. What would you do? A woman plays games with a baby for 10 years and ran around the city claiming it was somebody else's. Could have potentially been yours, but they told you, nah, no way it could be yours. Now all of a sudden it's you the father. Respectfully, I'm not touching that. I'm not claiming that. I'm not handling that, nothing. What would you do if you was in my situation? Would you allow somebody to just throw a kid on you, say it's your kid, and expect you to step in and be a father after 10 years? After you ran around in the street saying that it was somebody else's baby, you told the whole city. You told the whole city, it's so-and-so's baby, it's this dude's baby, it's that dude's baby. Now it ain't the dude's baby, and now you out here looking stupid, and you are the reason why there are fatherless children out here. There's a lot of you ladies running around out here like that, man, and it's no good. Y'all claim that y'all want a lifestyle and y'all want a life to where you want somebody to love you and take care of you and respect you and all this, and you out here playing musical chairs with men And then when that chair don't fit to your standards, you want to push the baby off and make it somebody else's. Y'all women are crazy because y'all will allow a new man that ain't birthed those or create those kids step in and do the job that you wouldn't let the biological father do. So after 10, 15 years, you and that man don't work out. Now you want to call the biological father and expect him to step in and do the job. And I'm not even saying that I am the biological father. This actual statement is in a general sense. Because a lot of you women do this shit. Then after 10 and 15 years, when the guy don't want to fall for that bullshit, y'all want to lie to the system and say he's the father. Whether he's on the birth certificate or not. Some people sign birth certificates to kids that ain't theirs. And y'all women be like, oh, well, you signed the birth certificate, and in a court of law, you be held responsible to take care of that kid. So now when I tell the chicks, right, yo, you pay for the blood test. They don't want to pay for the blood test. What would you do? After 10 years of telling me that I'm not the kid's father, there's no possibility, there's no nothing, right? After 10 years, you want me to pay for a blood test for your kid? Y'all women really be thinking like that, though. Y'all expect the man to follow everything that y'all point out, man. You can't even get an animal, a dog, to do that. Y'all women be expecting too much and be giving a whole lot less. Your coochie ain't made out of gold. A lot of you women don't have no personality to even process or program yourself to talk properly to a man. A lot of y'all women don't respect men because y'all think the man is the problem and the blame for y'all lives. Even if y'all have children, then y'all can be responsible too. If the man don't want to put a condom on, there's female condoms. A lot of y'all women be using this lie like y'all be saying y'all allergic to latex. That shit bullshit. That be a setup. That be a setup because a lot of guys be going for the setup. A lot of y'all women thinking that y'all got good box. Y'all box be trash. But a lot of y'all women are grimy as hell. I ain't gonna say all of y'all. There's a lot of grimy women out here that play that game. I went through it 2 times. I went through it 2 times. Man, 3. 3 times. But one thing my mama ain't never raised was no fool. One out of those 3 kids, my mother, before she passed away, she claimed. That's how I know that that's mine. Because my moms don't claim no kids, man. Every last one of her grandchildren, she told her children, make sure y'all get them blood tests so y'all be sure about shit. Even her daughter, she told to make sure that the dude that they was messing with was the father. It's a fact. Told my knucklehead. A lot of women be doing a lot of weird shit, bro. It's not cool. It's not cool that y'all do this to the men. It's not cool that men have to go through this. Men get treated unfairly. Black men get treated unfairly 100% of the time in this country. And everybody want the black man to vote for a black political office or a black politician. Why? What would you do? Back to the real topic. There's a lot of fatherless kids growing up out here because you women play games with these babies. Babies ain't got nothing to do with y'all shit, man. Y'all be having personal feelings against people that don't want to be a sucker for y'all. A lot of y'all women want y'all cake and y'all eat it too. A lot of women nowadays think like men have think like men used to think back in the days. I got a baby mama that had kids and deserted her children. I take care of them. I don't look for nobody's kudos. I don't look for nobody's claps, no applause, no roses, no nothing. Because that's my obligation. I made them. I got a father that took care of his kids. Even him and my mom's have been separated for 20 something years. Up until she was deceased, he was still loving her. He paid for the whole burial plot. He took care of everything. He raised us a little tough, but at the end of the day, he's still there, and he was still there. He went through it. And he didn't have to question any of his kids because the woman he was with for damn near 30 plus years. Only her, and she was with only him. Nowadays, the chicks nowadays, they don't even want the kid to have a nice upbringing with two parents. A lot of chicks out here be lazy as hell. Y'all don't want to fucking go out there and get on your grind, but you want the man to go get the job. You want the man to buy the house. You want the man to provide the car and the food and the necessities for everything while you sitting there saying you a full-time mom. That's a full-time job. There's full-time fathers too that still get up and go do what they got to do. No excuse, man. Y'all women make up too many excuses, B. Then y'all always want to say the nigga ain't shit. Can't understand that. So what are you? You only good for what's between your legs. That can be got by any woman in the street. There's so many women out here. Why do y'all women think that just because you allow a man to have access to you and you give him a little coochie, that you're entitled to everything that this man comes across, he builds on his own, even the stuff that he had before he met you, you're entitled to that shit? Like, y'all women got this whole shit crazy. Y'all got it bugged out, drawn up wrong. What would you do if you ever was in a situation, because there's a lot of people in situations out here right now that are dealing with people that they know are using them. There's a lot of people out here right now are dealing with people, in situations with people, and putting babies on them and knowing that that ain't that man's child. Why should a man deal with a woman who has children by another man? Why should he have to take care of those kids? I'm just asking because I don't feel no man should have to take care of my children if he's dealing with their mother. If I'm not dealing with their mother and she meets a new dude, that's not his job. There's a lot of you bozo niggas out there too that'll let another nigga take care of your kids. Them niggas won't even argue with the baby moms or possibly threaten them. I don't give a damn. Do what you gotta do to be involved with your kid. Y'all niggas is out here losing it. I ain't gonna just put it all off on the ladies. There's a lot of fatherless kids out here because a lot of dudes run away from situations they ain't grown and responsible because they wasn't taught it. Wasn't taught responsibility. So y'all gonna think it's okay to make babies, and some of y'all dudes really need to be on child support. Gangster. Ain't no secret. A lot of y'all dudes need to be on. Y'all need to be on it. It's serious out here, man. You gotta watch who you interact with. You gotta watch who you got around you. You gotta watch these females that you can see. A lot of y'all are smart enough to see the shit in front of you. A lot of people be out here chasing a dream and they be chasing however they can. Some of these people will go on suicide missions just to be famous or just to have shit that they could go out there and work for themselves. The economy is booming right now. You could get employment. I bet you Trump opened up the workforce, and I'm not pro-Trump or nothing. I bet you he just opened up the workforce because that's what he did the last time he was in presidency. Honestly speaking, he's the only president that did anything for black people. Y'all gassed up off of what Obama did. That man ain't do nothing. And I don't talk politics too much. I just give my own opinion on things from the experiences that I've been through. I don't place no vote where it shouldn't be placed because just last year I was done wrong by the whole system. So at the end of the day, I have my own views on things, but the real situation and the real matter at hand is there are a lot of kids growing up without fathers, and I'ma say 75% of the time it don't be the man's fault, B. 75% of the time it doesn't be the man's fault. Be careful who you lay down with. Be careful who you want to build with. Everybody ain't got the construction degree. Everybody, I'm talking about the life construction degree. Everybody ain't here to build. There's a lot of people here to destroy because they just don't have no motivation to build nothing on their own. So they, excuse me, so they rather climb on your ladder, tugging at you while they trying to get up your ladder and hopefully pull you off of your ladder and climb up your ladder of the structure you already built. But when your ladder can only hold one person and you tell them, wait till I get up here and then I'll come down there, I'll send a ladder down for you. They get mad at you and want to do all types of weird shit. A lot of kids, I have kids, right? And I'm interacting with some of them because I got the relationship. They're big enough to where I can talk to them. But there's some of them that their mothers done manipulated so bad that I can't even get through to them. So what would you do? I done tried for over decades. Like, I done tried over a decade with the ones that I needed to work on. And I done made numerous attempts for over 10 years. I even threw out curse words and said I'll pop up in town and come take mine. That's the shit that I was on. But then I had to face a lot of legal shit behind that because a lot of the women know that if I come and get my kids, they're not gonna make it. And these are the ones that caused the division and got me paying child support. My door is always going to be open to my kids. They could turn 25, 30, 40 years old. They could come holler at daddy. We'll set it up to where they can get their own business and we could get them situated. But at the end of the day, I'm not pressing no situation. Not when I was pressing it for so long and I was after it for so long. I'm not doing that. What would you do? There's a lot of you people that would let somebody control y'all life. I'm sorry, I only got one life. I can't let somebody control my life. Because if I'm not good to nobody. When y'all women play games with these babies, y'all should be locked up for this. Y'all got a lot of kids that find out years and years later on who their fathers is and they be mad at their fathers not knowing the full story. My baby mom's down south manipulated one of my sons so bad he thought he could get on the phone and talk to me like he was a grown man. Till I told him, I'll show up at your front door and make your mouth bleed. I know who I am to you. Do you know who you are to me, nigga? Don't let your moms convince you and twist your brain up to think that you could be rude and disrespectful to the man who drew you up. Because without my pen, her canvas probably would have got painted by somebody else and you wouldn't have them jeans you have. That's just reality. A lot of y'all young boys, y'all be disrespectful towards the men who drew y'all up. And he could have skeeted on your mom's belly or put a condom on and caught you. But just the thought of having a son, y'all want to walk around like y'all grown. Y'all ain't grown yet. But that's not y'all fault. Y'all was manipulated. Can't fault the young boys a lot for what they doing in the street now because they was manipulated. Some of them was manipulated by older bozos who didn't have no responsibility in life. Nobody taught them how to be men. So they recruited the young, foolish ones that's out here. Really ain't foolish. They smart, but they just want to be accepted. Those fatherless kids. Ladies, I don't care what you going through with your baby father. Give him the opportunity to raise them boys to be men. Because no woman can't raise no boy to be no man. Just keeping it 100 with you, man. Y'all got to understand that life is twisted, man. And a lot of women be thinking that they hold the keys to life. They don't hold them keys to life, man. What y'all doing is y'all destroying the young period, the young man period. Because there's some Caucasian men that's going through the same shit. There's some Spanish men going through the same shit. But black men go through it the most. Nobody gives a damn about the black man when he go through their shit. Everybody just supposed to, every black man supposed to be strong and supposed to handle everything that's thrown at him. We get condemned by everybody. Until you can go through that, I don't want to hear the talking. Until you can say that you was falsely accused and arrested and locked up and all that other shit for some bogus shit, I don't want to hear that. If you wasn't locked up for the cops planting no evidence, then you ain't been through shit. If you ain't going through no shit with a baby mother that got a kid, right? Won't let you see the kid, but allow another nigga to partake in raising your child and then telling the kid to call him daddy or stepdaddy, and when shit get hard and rough, no freaky, and that man walk out of their lives, now your moms want you to call your real father. What you expect your real father to do? After you was disrespectful to him and all this other shit, what you expect your real father to do? This is for the youngins out there that want to be manipulated and don't want to grow up and ask yourself, man, why my pops really wasn't around? Let me call my pops and ask him. Y'all don't want to get at the stage where y'all old enough to be like, yo, there's a reason I'm going through a lot of shit. My moms keep talking bad about my father. Let me find out what really happened. No, y'all just go with one story. There's always 3 sides to a story. And all of y'all are being fed one side. And y'all women who play the games with the babies, y'all running the street like y'all the victim, like the nigga deserted y'all. Nigga ain't desert y'all. Y'all caused all that. Why y'all can't keep it 100? Why y'all can't tell the truth and say y'all really didn't know who your baby fathers was? Why can't y'all keep it 100 and say, yo, I was out here dealing with mad dudes at the same time? Y'all women walk around here, act like y'all don't be doing shit. Y'all these good girls, and those be the ones that be the wildest ones, the ones who be fronting like they good girls. Nah, y'all got niggas everywhere. A woman's always gonna have a backup plan. This one chick I was dealing with went through my phone in the beginning, and the whole time she was texting and talking to another nigga while I was living with her. And she's searching through my phone trying to find shit. The whole time she's talking to a nigga. What do? And now when I want to walk away from that situation, now she's a victim. Why y'all play that role? Why do women play that role of the victim after y'all get caught doing the dirt? A lot of dudes is out here with the quote-unquote insecurities because y'all women be doing all types of dirt, but y'all be looking to pin dirt on a man so y'all can balance the motherfucking shit out. Then what happens when you come back pregnant to that nigga and you know it ain't his? A lot of you women alive for 9 months straight. Baby come out. Baby don't have no features or nothing. That's what this one chick down south did to me. Her and her moms was out here going crazy. In the projects with it, out in public, yelling, yeah, this is your baby, this is your baby, right? The whole time, she had one cousin that had my back and was like, yo, I don't know. Because she was messing with old boy at the same time, too. So I don't know. 9 months, she's denying the nigga that she was messing with, her boyfriend. She told me ex-boyfriend, whatever. But y'all know how women do. 9 months, she's screaming, this is my kid, this is my kid, this is my kid. Baby's born now. Me and my 2 homeboys take a ride up the road and go to the hospital to see this baby. How when I get to the hospital and see the baby looks exactly like the quote-unquote ex-boyfriend. So for 9 months, you were screaming that this fucking baby was mine, right? Baby didn't come out looking like me, came out looking like the other nigga. I ain't get an apology for 14 years. For the first 10, this chick had her daughter calling me daddy. I said, yo, tell your daughter I'm not her father, man. You gotta stop that. The girl was so even bad, right? She gave the baby my last name. And I didn't give her my real last name because when I'm out of town, I don't know who's who and I don't trust nobody. So she gave a baby a whole different last name instead of giving her the baby father's last name. And for 10 years, I don't know what's up with this number 10. For 10 years, this woman manipulated this girl's brain to believe that I'm her father. This girl would call and ask me for money. This girl would call me daddy. This girl would text me and say, what's up, daddy? And I'm telling her moms, yo, tell this girl that I'm not her father. To a point where old boy's sisters had to threaten the old girl. And bitch, we'll beat you up. Nigga, you know that ain't that man's baby. You know that's our family. And now she, after 14 years, she got it right. What would you do? A lot of master manipulators out here, man. You gotta watch these people, man. You gotta watch these people, man. These people be no good on that type of level, man. And run around here and play victim, bro. Play victim, bro. Be careful who you around, man, and you building with, man. Even on business terms. Watch them niggas you around too, B. Them niggas are trying your girl, man. Niggas are trying to trick you off the street so they could take what you got or what you built. Watch all this shit that's going on out here. People ain't moving right. Love us, yo. Word.